Hey folks, it's Bishopheals, baby! Forget about it. How you guys doing over there, baby? I'm here because I gotta tell you, I'm totally excited. I'm totally stoked. Big time. I'm totally stoked. Why? You ask? This. Too fast? This. Big time, big time, big time, big time, I tell you. Let me tell you something. This is a tank that I'm blown away with. I'm totally freaking blown away for two things. Two things. One, because it's extremely cheap. I mean, very, 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 very extremely cheap in cost. Okay, totally in cost. Now, I'm still blown away. I'm still getting there. I'm getting there. Yep. The hamster's moving. I tell you, the hamster's moving. And on a DNA 200. I'm not going 100 watts. I'm not doing 80 watts, but I am freaking doing 60 watts out of this thing. And this is, I gotta tell you, 0.3 ohms. 0.3 ohms. Okay, now, I was gonna do a review on this last week, but then I said, let me just play with it and see how she works, you know, for at least a week. And it's been a week. Today is a week. And I'm still blown away by the performance of these coils. Big time. I mean, big time. So anyone that's an advanced vapor or someone that's starting out, let me tell you, you will be tremendously satisfied. I mean, literally freaking satisfied. This bitch puts out, let me tell you, she puts out and she'll vape you freaking 24/7, 360 days in a year, all the way around the world, I tell you, because let me tell you why. Okay, Aspire tank, okay, Artic tank. Okay, these coils work in. They work in a lot of different other tanks, which I'll go over it with you a little bit later. But let's talk about this one right over here. This Artic tank, I tell you, it's just mind-blowing. Totally mind-blowing with the set of coils that comes with it automatically. But the coils that actually mounted on here are these. This is what we're going to talk about. The Clapton coils, baby. Yep. These right here, yes sir, forget about it. It's 4 in a box. Now, this is supposedly lasts like about a little bit over a month as far as one set of coils, okay? Now, I've been using it as a week so far. Today is a week, and I'm gonna show you how she looks up close and personal, and I'll show you one that's already open, and plus a trick, yes, for you heavy VG juicers out there, because I'm a heavy VG guy, okay? And VG tends to take a little bit of time for it to soak into the cotton, which is natural, okay? So you can't really whack it up all the way. The recommendation as far as wattages these are 25 to 45 watts. Do I use that? No. But when I put in the coil at first, I'm actually at 30 to 35 watts. Until the cotton is pretty soaked in, because even though as you're filling up the juice, I'm going to show you, it takes a little bit for the cotton to actually absorb it inside. That's what it is. It just takes a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Absolutely. But I'm going to show you this up close. Let me just show you this. Forget about it, I tell you. Okay, so this right here comes in a box. Okay, some vape brick and mortars will actually sell them single, but you can actually get them in a box. Now, there are a few different options, okay? First, you have one box that's for the Aspire, the Atlantis, Atlantis 2, Atlantis Mega, Aspire Triton, Herakles tank, and another box for the Artic tank, which is this one right here. And you have another box for the Subtank Mini, Subtank Nano, Subtank Plus tanks, and so forth. And you have the option of either the Clapton coil, which is this, or you can actually have the temperature control, okay, which is Nichrome 200, okay. Now this, however, this is from Demand Vapes, so I have to, you know, say thanks to Demand Vapes as far as sending me this, and you know, I'm able to do this review and test it out. And I gotta thank Bob from Canada. I gotta give him a shout out because he's the one that actually mentioned it to me. He says, dude, because I showed him I had the Artic tank, and he said, dude, have you tried the Clapton coil on there? And I'm like, what, you mean me making my own coil? And he's like, no, you gotta get this, you gotta get this. So I got this to try, and it's been a week, and this is how it comes. Okay, you get a little important notice over here. Okay, and you get individually these coils, and they're all bagged up. Okay, they're all like compression sealed. okay, which is really, really nice, okay? And they're made by Atom, as you can see, okay? And now these generally go for like 24 bucks and stuff, but there's some places that you can probably get them for a little bit less, but not too much. But that's pretty much like the going rate for these. Now, again, this one is supposed to last about a month, believe it or not. Well, of course, that all depends if you're changing juices or if you raise up the wattages like I have. I'm up to 60 watts on these, and as it actually, you know, there's a little disclaimer on here, you know, literally right on the actual coil, as you can actually see, okay, which it tells you it's 24 karat gold plated, 0.3 ohms, and it actually goes from 25 to 45 watts, which I'll show you on the actual coil. But let me just show you in the condition for 1 week of vaping at 60 watts and at 65 watts, okay? So let me just close the tank, open this up, okay? I'm just gonna put this on the side. I may just wash it out and try a different juice. But this is how she looks. You see that? Can you actually see that coil? That thing looks clear, clear, clear. It's not even gunked. Look at that coil. You see that? I'm actually turning around. You see the inside? It's not even gunked. And look at the cotton, how the cotton looks. Now the cotton is also exposed. Hold on, I'm gonna have to clean it out a little bit because, you know, I got juice in my hands now, but I wanted to show you. Let me just dry it up a little so you can get a better close-up action. And these are, in fact, Clapton coils. And I'm very, very impressed with these. As far as the quality and nature. Now, look at the cotton. Now, this is organic cotton. As you can see, it's not even gunked up. That's where it absorbs it. Okay? Now, let's, this is the base part. Airflow right in there. Okay? Shoots up right in the middle. And there it is. Can you see how clearly that coil is? It's not even gunked up, dude. It's not even gunked up. Look at that. Can you see it? You can see the threads of the Clapton, right? Yup. Look at that. Clear as day, man. Clear as day. And I'm hitting this puppy at 65 watts. Literally. And as the little disclaimer that they put on the side, let's see if I can focus that. See that? Right there. Yep, up to 45 watts. 0.3 ohms. And she's still registering at 0.3 ohms, even though of the wattages that I'm actually using and pumping out. Now, when you get this, okay, I mean, I would actually open one, but again, I'm only on it for a week, and I'm telling you, this thing is still kicking ass. And I went into 3 different sets of juices, literally, okay? Like, I went from Fluids Buka, okay, which is like an anise flavor, okay? I changed it. I went into this one, the multi over here, okay? Freaking awesome, freaking awesome. Then I went into Cutwoods Boss Reserve. Now these are 3 totally way different juice profiles, flavoring profiles, and I can still taste distinctively each juice I put in until like after it gets to a half a tank, and then that's it. That flavor from the previous juice is gone. Like I don't get it. Nothing in here. So it's pretty awesome. Very, very, very awesome. But I will show you a trick. Again, like I said, this is a very, very affordable tank. They're like I would say like in the low 30s or under 30s, okay? Plus you can get either an Aspire tank, you know, Atlantis, Atlantis 2, Atlantis Mega, Atlantis Triton, the Herakles tank, Kanger, Subtank Nano, Subtank Plus tanks, also works with these coils, okay? So you have a lot of variations. However, for the crown, unfortunately, they don't have one from Atom as far as for the crown. I hope in the future they do come out with something like that, because I think it'll be totally awesome. And I gotta admit, I gotta do a video as far as for RTAs, because I am extremely blown with the quality of what China and what these people are coming out with, and they're very inexpensive, very fucking inexpensive, unbelievable for guys that love to drip like me, okay? And I love flavor. I'm very surprised with the flavor profile that I get out of this puppy over here. I mean, I'm totally shocked. Okay, anyway, getting back to this. So here's a trick. I'm going to show you something, okay? If you do get these, or if you have the other ones that actually come with the tank, or the spares that you buy, you can use the same kind of tip that I'm going to show you. For you VG guys, let's say this was filled up with juice. It's not really filled up with juice. It's already like pretty much empty, but I'm going to show you what I actually do. Okay, so this is my recommendation, and I'm telling you, you will notice a big fucking difference. A big fucking difference. Take a piece of wire. Okay, see that? Just take a piece of wire, bend it. Okay, that's what I did. I bent it. Okay, in half. Okay, you really don't need a long one like this, but I'm just going to show you. What you do is stick it in the hole. Yes. Come on, man. You know how to stick it in the hole. Forget about it. So I stick it in the hole like so. Okay. Now, if you push it too hard, this is what happens. It pulls out. You don't want it to pull out. Okay. You want to snap it back in. So, oops. Okay. So I'm going to put it right back in, just like that. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now, oh, and of course, look how it's designed from the inside. Let's see if I can focus that. There we go. You see how clear those coils are after 1 week of hitting that shit hard? I mean, us drippers, you know, we would see these coils to be dark black, and this thing is like clear fucking silver looking fucking coils. Look at that. All right, so, okay. See that? Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take one of the juice bottles, like this one, okay? Cap it. And you only have to do this on the first initial coil. Now, usually what people would do, they would soak up the cotton, the outside cottons, okay? Outside cottons. And then they start dripping in here, okay? About 10 drops, 12 drops, until it's like well saturated. But somehow, like I said, if you're on VG, heavy, if it's 90% VG or higher, you may want to do this method that I'm about to show you. Say this juice bottle was full, okay, but it's not full. But, you know, this is what I'm going to do. Submerge the actual coil into the tank. Okay? See? Into the bottle, like that. Leave it submerged for like maybe 5 minutes or so. Even 10 minutes would be nice. Or if not, if you're setting it up for the next day, you can leave it overnight inside the bottle. Okay? Submerged into the juice. Okay? And then you would actually just pull it out. Okay? Like so. Okay? And that way, you know, any excess juice would actually stay into your, you know, will stay in here, okay? And then after that, you can actually mount it. You actually screw this on, okay, right in here, okay? You put it in, screw it in, like that, okay? And then you can fill up your tank. Now, again, I am a dripper, but I have been, like, blown away, literally. I still have some juice in here, so, and when you actually do this, you want to make sure that the airflow notches are actually closed. Let me just put this on the side. There we go. So it's actually closed, and then just screw it on. And I'll do a review on this tank RTA Artic at a later time, but I am just so freaking definitely blown away at the performance of these coils. I am just blown away. Now, I don't know if it's going to last me a month or if it's going to last me more than a month, but I will let you guys know. I mean, if once these coils die on me, you know, at the aggressive nature that I'm running it, I mean, I'll show you. This is where I'm actually running it. See that? It's at literally 61 watts right now. Well, like almost 60 watts, okay? And she still registers at 0.3 ohms, okay, regardless. See? Okay. So, well, 0.4 ohms now. I guess because I lifted the coil, but, oh, there it is. See? I had to squeeze it a little bit more, but it's at 0.3 0.3, almost 0.4, but she hits beautifully. So as I said, you know, I gotta say thanks to Demand Vapes out there. Bob from Canada, OOFAAAAAAAAA, forget about it. Thank you for actually telling me about these coils, man. Dude, this is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome, I tell you. And what's more awesome is that these tanks are outperforming the high-end tanks. I mean, hands down. They're outperforming them, believe it or not. And you don't have to go and spend over $100 on an RTA tank. You can just pick one of these $30 or like $25 tanks and put these freaking coils and forget about it. I mean, you're bitching, man. I mean, totally bitching, dude. Dude, I'm telling you. And I have not get a dry hit. I did not get a dry hit at all. Totally at all. But when I first set these up, like I said, just to charge up the cotton with the juice for it to saturate, I actually put it in the bottle, okay, for like about 5-10 minutes. That's about it. That's it. But on the new one, I'm going to leave it overnight just to see, because when I did leave it for 5-10 minutes and I vaped on it, I'll be honest with you, I was hesitant about going to 40 watts, so I started at 30 watts. And it dried up the cotton pretty quick, okay? And that's because somehow my VG juice just wasn't penetrating all the way in, like literally, like I guess it was just lapping it. You know, when you take cotton, for instance, I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now what I mean. I'll take some Gundo cotton right over here, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. So, just to show you, this is no. Let's use my heavy V. Like this is heavy VG juice that I got here. So, let's just to show you. This is the cotton, okay, and I'm just gonna put like a couple of drops in the tip right here. You see that? You see how it's staying on top? It hasn't saturated, okay? It takes a little bit to saturate, okay? So, you know, you have to give it time, especially if it's like a high VG juice, okay? You have to give it time. If it's a 70-30 mix, not that much time. It should penetrate pretty quick, you know? So you have to give it some time, literally. And if you do, then you can pump it up even past 45 watts, you know, even 50, 60. I'm at 60 watts. I haven't tried this in 70 yet, but I will. I may will. Like once it's like already past 3 weeks, you know, and if it's still working and still going well, I'll pump it up another 10 watts to give it some more heat, you know, and see how durable she is. Oh my gosh, man. OOFAAAAAAAAAA, forget about it. Bob from Canada, you're the fucking man. Forget about it. Awesome, I tell you. Totally fucking awesome. So I was very excited about this, you know. So thanks to Demand Vapes for sending it. Dude, it's fucking awesome. Forget about it. So I'll put in the link in the descriptions where you can get them. And you have to beware because there's certain places they're actually selling imitation. You know, clones. Dude, stay away from it. Just get these, bro. I'm telling you, try these, I should say. You know, and for the price of it, it's not even bad. You know, it's like it's like 20, 24 or 23. I don't know. It's around there, 24, 23 bucks plus shipping, but for 4 pieces. So comes out to almost $6 a coil, close to $6 a coil. Which is still cheaper because when you get like Clapton's done, I mean, you know, usually charge about $25 for a coil, you know, on a dripper, and you're getting something like less than $6 a coil over here. Forget about it. For something that's supposed to last for a month, okay? Now, I have a friend of mine that actually has one set, and he's actually working it at 35 watts to 40 watts. So he's going to see and prolong it to see how long you know, until it dies, if it passes a month. Okay, so we'll find out later on that. I'll do a video next month and as a follow-up to see, you know, where we're at with these. But so far this has only been a week. But being that some people were already asking me about them, I said let me just make this video real quick and short, just to give you a heads up, a quick FYI. But I'll definitely do a follow-up video on this. But as of right now, I'm telling you, this bitch is kicking ass. Literally. Okay, so with that, I'll let you guys go. Live hard and vape hard. Forget about it.